we both had our jaws on the floor.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Jesus Christ.
Yes, sir. It's like we've done this before.
Almost. What? Hey, my name is Chris.
My name is Guillaume. Welcome to Thommann's Guitars and Basses and to today's video, which is going to be a delightful combination of one brand pedal board, of pedal board kitchen, of every other pedal inspired pedal therapy. Yeah. Where we look at pedals, if you don't know any of those formats, those are not inside jokes, they're subscriber jokes. So you can take your time right now, subscribe, press on that button. You've got 3, 2, 1. Well done, well done.
Oh.
Yeah, so we have a brand of pedals that neither Chris and I have played before today. This is Vahlbruch, made in Deutschland, in Germany. By a doctor, apparently.
Dr. Henning Vahlbruch, yeah, yes. Apparently. This is the day where we stop not using these pedals, I'm pretty sure, because this is the first time for us. We knew about the brand, but never played one. There's a big chance that you maybe heard about the brand, maybe not even, but you most probably did not play one, and you really should. And today we're going to show why, because we are shocked by how awesome each and every one of these are. It's crazy. We just had a bit of a breakdown here, like, what?
Bit of a
oh my God.
Pick your jaw up from the floor kind of situation where it's a rare thing where every single pedal from a single brand is like, yep, that's that.
Perfect.
Yeah, I'm done.
Yeah.
This is seriously impressive. We have on the menu today a compressor in the shape of the Quantum, a Octavia, so octave fuzz,
and normal fuzz,
an octave-less fuzz, as we call them in the business. The Kaluna, a high-voltage tube overdrive, the BBQ, an EQ,
barbecue. What a name!
A multi-stage phase shifter, the 6V4. The Spacetime, which is a delay pedal with tap tempo. They also have a version without the tap tempo, but this is the version with the tap tempo. And finally, the Pipeline V2, which is a spring reverb. We'll go through all of them independently, pair them together for some tasteful.
Oh yeah.
And
I'm afraid it's gonna be tough to keep the reverb off at any certain point.
Yeah, we're going through the Victory V40 Deluxe with the matching cabinets, but the reverb is coming from the pedals, so this one might just be always on. It's the kind of compressor that just
does its thing without being super noticeable. You can go, like it has a series and a parallel mode, which means that in series it's gonna be much more compressed. You don't have the dry signal coming through. It's gonna go through the compressor, which is much more obviously. But even if you crank the compression in series mode to like 3/4, it's dynamic.
So,
it's just a little fuller sounding, a little more sort of compact and a little more manageable in terms of volume peaks.
Sold. Next one.
All right, so Octavia. This is awesome. It has a really funky diode. It's not like your traditional silicone or germanium diode. What is it called? What is it? Schottky diode. I kind of tried to read on it, and it's like some sort of a different diode that has like a metal plate and like a semiconductor that can be silicon, but not always. I don't know.
If we could Google it, so can you.
Yeah.
We believe in you.
What I know is that we both had our jaws on the floor.
Yeah.
You have to keep on playing because the Jazzmaster just works so well with that.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. I don't have to ask you twice. Let's turn on the reverb because, you know, joy and fun.
Yeah. No, it does something pretty phenomenal with the harmonics. I really like it. It's a very clean version of the effect as well, because Octavia's and analog octave pedals can be so noisy.
Oh yeah, really?
Okay. I've tried a few, and they're always great, and they do the thing, and it's awesome, but they can be really noisy. And this one, like even on like Jazzmaster, you know,
again,
like
it's
this is on. Yeah. And it's not gated or anything. Like,
these are not noiseless.
And even when you stacked it with the overdrive, like there's a hum for sure.
But these are normal single coils. No hum canceling
like,
ones.
This is
wow. Oh, by the way, the Octavia is much more usable than like old ones because it goes after a pedal with a buffer.
Oh, true.
Yeah, it does not freak out. All right, yeah.
It breaks my heart, but I feel like you deserve a cable. And a
really
Kaluna, which sounds like a fancy cocktail, and just for that, it's awesome.
It does sound like a fancy cocktail, if you ask me.
What were you up to? Oh, I was just drinking Kalunas on the beach.
Kaluna 2s.
I don't know, maybe it means something else. It might not be just the name of the pedal, but, you know, it sounds cool. It's a high-voltage tube drive.
Yeah, it does have a 12AX7 tube. I think one, maybe two. I think one.
I see one. There's a little grill, like vent on the side. We might do some pretty B-roll. It's still 9-volt DC, which is great, even though consumption's pretty high. It's 500 milliamps. So if you have a teeny, tiny power supply, you might need to merge and fuse some outputs to feed that bad boy.
It has that internal voltage or whatever, something doubler, and it gives the tube the right amount of juice without having to put it in there.
And it's magic. Pretty phenomenal.
It has 3 structure settings. The V1, which is like a medium low gain, then the hot, which is the hottest setting, most gain, and low is like super low.
Damn, boy, you read the manual.
No, I just read 3 words. Good amp. this.
There's not a single bad sound in that pedal. It's ridiculous.
Jesus Christ.
I wasn't expecting, so it's a high voltage tube drive. Usually pre's tube overdrives are, you know, mid-gainy. They can be pushed, but they're extremely versatile. And not quite to this point. Not quite to this point, because
crazy.
like, yeah, stacking a little bit of EQ in post and taking out the reverb was just metal.
You didn't even stack anything into it. It was just the drive, and
Absolutely.
we had the barbecue, the EQ after it to scoop it a bit to make it sound bigger and meaner. And Jesus Christ. Okay.
Phenomenal. Okay. Honestly phenomenal. And not harsh, not floppy. We played it with the single coils before, and it's SRV as much as it is like whichever metal player into a JCM 800.
Let me play the barbecue, because I wanna try to make this sound a little more, you know, single coily with the EQ, and then you can have the rest.
Oh, come on, now you're allowed to play a bit. You're not too bad yourself.
Nah.
All right, so that's a humbucker sound.
It's subtle, but you definitely hear it. It's not the terrible kind of treble that hurts. It's not the gloomy kind of bass that just makes it all flubby. It's the right frequencies, and you can go wild.
Nice. It's always a bit more difficult because the EQ pedal is like the most utilitarian of utility tools for a guitar player. You can use it to boost. Of course, you have a master volume. We kept it at unity, but if you were to put that pedal before the drive, you can use the EQ as a tube screamer. You can use it as a clone. You can use it as whatever you want.
Or keep it after the drive and use it to boost your solo playing.
Exactly.
Just boost the mids a bit, boost the volume, and you have your lead channel.
We love barbecue. You can quote me on that.
It's good for you. Talking of good frequencies and stuff, this is the 6V4. I love it when a 6-stage phaser can do the Leslie Ken Rover speaker or like a vibe.
Yes,
so versatile. Awesome.
You're my delay boy. You're my delay boy.
True,
so I'm going to give you that space and time you
it.
need to experiment with that delay.
Yeah.
I'll start you at 12 on everything.
Please.
Yeah, mix, repeats, time, and we've got 8-note, quarter notes, dotted 8, and then 3 different tone versions. Mellow, bright, and dark. I'll start.
What's interesting is about the Spacetime, we were wondering, is it all analog? Because it has a tap tempo that cannot be all analog.
True.
And it's like a hybrid. So the signal is analog, but the effect is digital. So it's like a parallel thing sitting on top. I guess that means literally that the analog signal gets passed through without being digitalized, which is amazing for many reasons.
Yeah.
Which
is also another video on its own.
Yeah. Let's not get into it, but it's awesome to see that. All right.
Everything at 12, mellow tone and 8 notes.
Oh, yes. Give me mellow. Is that the mellow or the bright?
I went back to mellow. I went mellow, bright, dark, back to mellow, and 8, quarter, dotted 8. The mellow, mellow 8 with a lower repeat time and a lower amount of repeat and shorter time was just the perfect slapback sound. It was a little too long for the sake of the demo and you guys to make sure you hear the repeats for what they are.
Yeah, we have to exaggerate a little bit to make it obvious.
But this is just the perfect amount of slightly modulated, slightly kind of not perfect repeats, just
very delicious.
Tasty.
Yeah, tasty is the right word. All right, pipeline. Talking about tasty. This is one of those
Spring reverb. sorry.
You see a jazz master and you have spring reverb and you cannot hold yourself back. It's one of those spring reverb pedals that has the effect, the reverb created digitally, but actually sounds more real and more pleasant than some actual spring reverb.
And it's the same type of hybrid, isn't it?
Breed. Yeah, hybrid. So the spring reverb obviously is digital because it's too small to have a tank, but the dry signal.
The tiniest little spring in there, just looking cute. I'm doing my best.
The shortest decay ever. Done. But the guitar's dry signal goes through analog, so it doesn't get digitalized. Let's see how it sounds. the pre-delay on the thing is just, it's like a slap back kind of.
Perfect, yeah.
Oh, again, 3 different lengths, like a shorter, medium, and long decay. Then the voicing can also be changed from like bright, medium, or like mellow or whatever, and like a dark. I went through all of them, and whatever you do, it's.
I think, and that's pretty representative of our experience with the whole brand. Obviously, we're not telling you what to think. You've heard the pedals. You know if that's something that you might be interested in or not. What we've done today is we were completely unable to find a bad sound in any of those pedals, and they're good. Send them to us, please. Doctor?
I did not want to buy another pedal.
Doctor, bitte.
Herr Dr. Henning Vahlbruch, can we talk?
What did you guys think? You've been listening to us this whole time. You probably have an opinion. Let us know in the comments. Which of these pedals was your favorite? Which one surprised you? Which one, you know, is the sparkliest? Let us know. Let us know in the comments.
See you down there in the comments. And of course, as told, subscribe to the channel. Check out the links in the description if you want to learn more about these and check them out for yourself. See you in the next video. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Or you just did too much. I think it's an ironic question.
No, I was mostly just on the net. What did you mean? Explain your joke so that it's not funny anymore. Bye.
Oh, I thought you were burping.
Bye. I don't burp. I don't burp in the edited video.
I don't burp if you make me not burp.
I burp in the raw footage only.